Yo. Gang!
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 G-Circle!
G.A.N.G!
G-Circle!
Come on.
What's going on, family, man?
Yeah.
Hope you all blessed, man. I had to come here, man. I felt the energy from 200 miles away. From Leeds, fam. I felt the energy from Leeds, man.
Come on, gang.
200 miles away, man. All you man were just speaking truth. Real recognize real, don't it? Come on, man.
Content over everything.
No disrespect, my brothers. I'm not gonna do an Ali Dawa on you lot, yeah? But let's try and keep it brief, yeah?
Granny Farmer. Yeah? Granny Farmer. Yeah.
You saying, man?
Go on, brother. Rico, step nice, don't try.
Yes, my people. Well, boy, I'm here for the same reason everybody else here right
You
now.
know what? Let's get back to addressing the circle, brother. Let's get the energy back. I want the people to hear you.
Yeah?
Guiding
A new generation.
Guiding
A new generation.
Guiding
A new generation.
Gang! Gang! Gang!
All right, gang ready, yeah?
Yeah.
Boy, you know what? I'm here for the same reason that everybody else should be here for as well. You get me? And that's for the new generation, innit? For the next generation, I should say. But this thing, as we talk about this post-Cold War and the younger youths them and what they're going through out here, yeah, it's not as hard as we speak about it and make it might sound or it might seem. It's not hard. I'm 30 years old. Do you understand me? I've done road from probably about 13 years old. Yeah, I come off the road early in my early 20s because I done it from a young age and I saw that, you know what, this weren't for me. But although I come off the road from a young age, man still got the mentality semi there that man's got to try and slowly change, but it's a process, innit? But what I'm trying to say is this, when I was a youth man doing road, yeah, that was early days of this gang thing. Yeah. Jed, when you was a youth man, like the gang thing were out here, but it wasn't like how these youths are doing gang today, blood. These youths are doing gang in a way that I don't recognise this gang thing, blood. Blood, back in the man's day, man used to roller skate, bowers, roll shades and them type of thing there. Wood Green man, Ed man would skate out, you know what I mean, link up on. You get me, fam? It was, alright, cool, we had a little difference. The man might have got a little Lucas, a bottle bust on his head or something like that, or 1-2 little stabbings. But what I'm trying to say, that was the other day, blood. I still feel like a youth king, but I'm 30 years old, blood. So that was only the other day. So we ain't really, it ain't like, and where we got Twilight Bay from America, yeah? Them man are talking about from 80s and 60s and 70s and whatever not, that gang's been going on. So I can understand the American thing from the term of like, it's a harder battle over there. Bro, listen, our thing over here is piss easy, people. You understand me? It's easy, blood. Half of these men that say they're doing gang out here, they're fake youths, blood. A video come out about a year or two ago, yeah? I know I was gonna get everybody heated in a minute. Where there was a little black boy, I don't know where he was from, man. If anyone of the shoots people them here, it's nothing but love I got for you, and my heart cries for this youth here. Where there was a little black youth, and there was 4 other black youths and 1 white youth that were getting onto this one little black youth, making him strip down his fucking clothes, blood. Nah, listen, making the little youth, man, strip off his fucking clothes. And it's the white youth that's on the black youth. With his little slave boys behind him. Yeah? Telling him to strip off his clothes, spitting on the man. Yo, listen, I don't know what happened to that youth there, but I'm gonna put that from me, King. If man's in fucking jail and you're with this youth or any of them little black youths there, come on. I don't care, listen, this is a unity thing right now, but you see that thing there, my brother? I don't know if it's true, but I heard the little youth man took his own fucking life, you know, blow. Yeah? You see that there, that's pain, that's real pain. Yeah? And what hurts me the most, bro, is that it was a white youth leading the black youth's blood. What? You see that, blood? I'm not saying black youths and white youths can't be in the same gang, you know, bro. I'm not saying that at all about white youths. That, listen, you may say that's my brother as well, and I love my people here. Yeah. But when I'm seeing like the way that thing was so graphic, King. Yeah. To hear that you took his own life, it was about 14, 15.
Never.
Yeah?
No man couldn't do that.
Them things we gotta stop.
Because there was an order. There was still an order. The white youth, everyone else knew. There's an order. They couldn't do them
done
things.
road that we know who's real and who's fake. Or we can pick up a vibration on a man to know who's from where, innit? You understand me, King? Yeah. So. Blood, I'm saying to you, this thing's easy, blood. Most of these youths are a fake. Listen, when we done gang here, who has to get initiated into their gang? Who has to go out there and hold licks or go out there and lick down another man?
Come on.
None of us, blood. So this gang thing ain't no gang, blood. Do you understand me? This ain't no gang, blood. It's some idiot thing. Do you understand me? The beef in my ends over North cause between Tottenham Wood Green and Edmonton and Tottenham and G.A.N.G and Wood Green cause this idiot things, fam. I man them of my age group cause look, Malone fam, yeah? Come, listen, what I'm saying to you, man, fam. The thing's an idiot thing, and it's our generation that started this thing over petty, idiot, materialistic things, cuz. And we let our youth them inherit this beef that they don't even know what they're beefing for. If they were a bit wiser and they knew it because of that little dickhead over there and that little dickhead over there, that, you know, when they were has-been niggas. They ain't even, sorry, but some has-been man them that ain't even doing road to where the youth them would even respect them if they saw them today, yeah? Are beefing over these dickhead youths, blood. Fam, man, they know me personally, cuz. Dickhead youths, blood. Do you understand me, cuz? Yeah? I man them, youth them. Tottenham, Wood Green, fucking Edmonton, Hornsey, Brixton, Peckham, wherever you come from, blood. Hey, listen, your olders are moist, bruv. But when your olders putting you out here, listen, look, I got young ones around me that I actually check for, my brother. Do you understand me that I deal with how you meant to deal with them, innit?
Come on, like your little brother.
Man, come
your
round
youngers
me.
meant to be like your little brother.
You understand me, King? Yeah?
Your olders are like your big brother.
If you
When I'm
feel
looking
older, King, one second, man, one second. If you feel, say, as a youth, man, yeah, that your elders are just using you to be out there to drill for them or to shop for them, and or you ain't getting paid, right? You ain't getting looking after, right? Listen, fall back from that shit there. Come around the G circle and it's elders that will look after you correctly. Listen, we do road, or we do road smartly, innit? And I'm not saying to them, come off the road. We can't come off the road because we need to eat, we need to survive, innit? But we can do road smart, blood. You understand me? We can do road smart. There's man out here, this side of the circle, them man, they all got good credit, they're in a good world. This side of the circle, we all hustle. You understand me? So what we do, what we do. Yo, hey, cuz. You man take this. Watch that one, man. Hey, listen, Ruto. Hey, man, them. This thing is easy, blood. It's easy. There's no initiation going over here. You see this thing? No one got initiated into this thing. We're here because our initiation is that we had the bang them in our heart, innit? That's what bang us here. That's our initiation here. I'm saying to you. That's why when you hear a man talk, you're hearing gang, but I understand, man, because we're here for the same reason, innit? You understand me? You man ain't in the gang for the same reasons. You understand me? You got certain man out here that their family have businesses, their family have this, their family have that, and rare, but they choose road over the links that they have around them. Listen, man that might know me say, but Malone, you're chatting shit because you got people. I did. But I understand that now in my later days, and I think, right, you know what, maybe I should have listened to my stepdad and got into the jewelry trade. Or maybe I should have got into the carpentry with my uncle. I left school in year 9, never sat an exam in my life. I don't know what exam hall feels like. But that never stopped me from going out in the society and working for big companies, Royal Mail, Carphone Warehouse, Head Office, BT. So I've done my thing. You know, I've done my thing because you know what? No piece of paper can define me, you know? No piece of paper, blood.
Tell them!
I don't know what exam feels like.
Head office.
But sitting in head the one thing I can show them is a CRB in it. But that still never defined me because when I'm dealing with people at interview, I'm dealing with human beings. So when you're dealing with human beings, you always had human beings, you got to know how to connect with human beings. It's more than what you say, it's more than what you show them. It's about body language and how you conduct yourself, and it's multiple things, my brothers. You understand me, King? So listen, don't let the system make you stop believing in yourself, innit? And don't believe this fight is harder than what it really is, because it's an easy fight, man. You understand me? We got man from America talking about generations of doing this thing for brothers and Crips blood. Our thing ain't a generation thing, even still differently from that. Man in America, they can't trace their cultural background because it's been so long that, you understand me? I'm half Guyanese, half Jamaican. I can go back to where my granny was born on both sides of the family in Jamaica and Guyana, you understand me? Yeah? We could probably all do that here, or most of us. So we still have little roots about us, and why? Listen, now is the time. You understand me? And if we make the change here, my brothers, yeah, watch and see what's happen in America. Yeah? You understand? Watch what's gonna happen in Jamaica.
Guide! Look, you get me? They both come to us like a bus. You get me? See the man there?
Yeah, yo, my name's Step Nicely here. Wow.
Gang!
This light's bright.
It's mad.
Anyway, yeah. Yeah. Like, to me, it's about love. You get what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's what's missing for the youth, them, you get me? Like, end of the day, I don't know no one here, but I got love for all of them. You know what I mean? Like, and car. Man are driving miles in the cold, like man is saying,
Come
to
on,
be here.
from
because
Birmingham.
at the end of the day,
He's driving from Birmingham to come to the G.A.N.G.
Not once,
Weekly.
not twice, not 3 times.
you get what it is. At the end of the day, like people are saying, no one ain't gonna do it for us, blood. We gotta
Come
do
on.
it for ourselves. You get
Come
what
on.
I'm saying? Like, it's a mad thing. Like, I've lost bare people around me. Like even the other week, mans are gone. But I don't wanna go there with that one. It's further on. Like, but what are we guiding them with, man? That's what it comes down to me, man. Like we say we're guiding them, but that's, to me, I can just feel that, even though I can't articulate it, yeah, because I'm stuttering and shit, but
You're good,
like,
brother. You're good.
We overstand.
We overstand. We feel you. We
that's
feel what
what
you're
it
saying more
is.
than
That's
we really
raw
hate,
why
you know?
I'm here. I got a feeling.
Come on.
Got a feeling.
Come
Bro,
on.
come out because of a feeling.
Trust me.
Even down to my dreams and that, you understand? Like, this thing is real. Yeah.
Come on.
All I know is this thing is real. Man are waking up, yeah, and we're coming to take back what's ours, yeah.
It's not official till a permanent man says it. I'm telling you. Real soldiers out there, you know.
Gang.
You know what I'm saying? My name's Rico, yeah, the light's mad, so I'm gonna turn this
Passport revoker.
Yo.
Gang.
It's not even about it, it's a positive thing, it's a positive thing. You know what I'm saying though, yeah? Real talk. I'm telling the youths them this year, everything that you see, all the trinkets, the gold, the cars, man are renting their cars. They got copper jewelry that's plated, yeah, with 9 carat. Hear what I'm trying to say to you? Don't chase that. As Steps just said, it's all about love, innit? Overstand that. When you start loving yourself, you understand all this shit is nothing. I spent, when I tell you bags, I spent a house on clothing. I don't have that no more. It's in black bags. I sent it to charity. Do you know why? It don't mean shit. It don't mean shit to me now. The house that my youths live in. Do you understand? I don't have to sleep good with my youths because they're living good. You youths have to start coming to this thing here if you feel like you're lost and you don't know what's going on in it. Because guiding the new generation can never be negative. Man, look at our thing and try to pop down our thing. You know what you're doing, fam? It's promo, my G. Keep going. Take my voice and put it everywhere because it's the truth you're spreading. You're not a calf off of that. You understand? So what I'm saying to the man is this year, respect. God bless you. My dog. Yeah? Real talk, yeah. This is what I'm saying to everybody in the circle. I don't, as Step said, I don't know nobody in it. But I love everyone because until you show me your face, like on that deceptive part, I'm going to show you the realness. Because all I can do is just love. And if you fool me, then cool, it's on me, innit? But if I let you do it again, then I'm a dickhead. And I'm not that guy. Overstand that. Never been, never will be. Yeah? So all I'm saying is this, gang. Guiding the new generation, love, honor, respect. Love the G. Gang.
Guide the new generation.
Come on.
Who we got next? Who we got next? Where are we?
Oh, let me come few
Come
minutes.
on.
Well,
The faster.
well, I just want to let you know today that we need a lot of black people from Jamaica, from Trinidad, from all over the West Indies to be investors in Africa. The Indians, they are ripping out the economy. The Chinese are ripping out the economy. We want our black brothers from the Caribbean to go back to Africa in their own land and start investing. When you go to invest, you're going to develop the land. You're going to build the African communities because we can have people going investing. They are taking out their resources, but the people are remaining poor. When you go to a lot of African villages, children don't have shoes. Gold, diamond, oil is being discovered all over Africa. And this thing should benefit the West Indies because originally you are African. And I would say if I was a president of Africa, I will allow every West Indies to have a land in Africa. Yes. You got to be an NGO in Africa, investing, building up the West Indies and building Africa.
That's right.
This must be a revolution. We're not going to be put down. You know something? Black people are very talented. Look at Usain Bolt, world champion. Look at Tiger Woods. Look at the two sisters. when they allow us to be a scientist, we can go to the sun. You know why? Because we got the ability, and we gotta help our brothers and sisters who have been in gang members. They are not supposed to be in gang members. And my brother here talk about his daughter or his son is protecting. And if I see any one of you who had been a gang member, do you know what I say? You're a hero. You know why I say you're a hero? You came out of that situation, you have come in a new life, and you can help more gangsters. Somebody who's never been a gang member can do nothing. But a person who had been in a gangsters or a gang leader can draw many. That's what black people do. We gotta love ourselves. We gotta help ourselves. You know what this media is doing? It's going over all the world. And the black people are listening and looking at this video. But we got to be men and women that have wisdom. We can just talk anyhow. When we talk anyhow, people look at us, say, look at those fools. They don't make sense. But we have got wisdom. I told you last week that we build pyramids. The black man invented traffic light. And there are so many inventions. They don't want to let us, the world knows that black people are capable of doing a lot of things. What you've done, brother, is a good thing. You are telling the whole world that black people can unite together. Let nobody put you down. My brothers from America, you are elders. We need elders that can speak wisdom. You know, young people, when you leave them, they're going to rip things apart. But when you bring all the people, my friend, they will be strong. And I tell you, my friend, this group is going to be strong. Man, I'm a pastor, I did engineering, but I am for this group. I ain't going nowhere.
All right, my brother, one thing I want to say to you, look, yeah? If you're standing by, if you want to be part of the circle and you're standing behind someone or in front of someone, you're doing something wrong. Yeah? If you're standing behind someone or in front of someone and you want to be part of a circle, something's wrong. If you just respect it and then take your place, please at the back, respectfully, please. Yeah?
Can we get a proper circle? Can we?
Yeah. Please.
Stand shoulder to shoulder.
Please. Yeah?
We need balance. Like squadron, like army.
And also, I want to make sure everyone that wants to speak gets their chance to speak.
Yeah? You know,
my brother, please.
Before we start again, yeah, you know what I want us to do? This is what we meant to do this for the beginning. Yeah? Just before the elders speak. Just one thing, yeah? Everyone connect fists. This is what we meant to do from the beginning. Everyone connect fists, because that's the energy, fam. That's the energy. That's the electricity. Feel the electricity.
Let's spin round. Let's get this. Let's capture this. Let's get this check. Let's make this circle. I'm out of it. I'm out of it.
Come in, man, come in. Woo, that's it, that's right.
And then after this, you put your left leg.
Guiding
A new generation.
Guiding
A new generation.
Gang!
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 Rise up,
Circle.
Oh, when I say G, go.
I just threw in a new one for you.
G-circle!
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 Gang!
Gang!
All right.
Yes.
You lot felt that, right? Yeah. Right.
Come on.
Righteous.
Love.
Yeah, my name is Minka,
Elder Minka.
Elder Minka to somehow now.
Hello.
And I've been involved in our struggle for going on 40 years now.
100.
The question has been asked today. The question has been asked today is why are we here?
Yeah.
I'm gonna just get straight to it. I'm here for the total liberation of our people. It's really a pleasure for me to be here today. And I want to congratulate the people that initiated this circle. I want to thank, I know my brother Naya Binge, Fire Bingi. Naya Bingi, Fire Bingi come from Naya Bingi, so we can't lose that out. And as I heard my brother Dean speak today, he brought back memories to me. Because I remembered I was involved prior to the Panther UK, because we used to do some work down in Welling. Al Sharpton did come, you know, Emerson. And he just brought back, so it's like I'm around people, my memory is just kicking back. And of course we got our great brother Twilight Bay with us as well today. So we're in good company. Very, very, very good company. And I want to say to you young people, because you're talking about gangs, I remember around in those days when the racists used to be coming to attack our community, we ain't reporting them to police. We just have to deal with it ourselves. And so it's a bit sad to see today that some of our young people clearly don't know who their enemy is. And so the work of this circle here is fundamental to make them be clear who the real enemy is. So we give thanks for the work which has been done here. But they say talk is cheap, right? And for us, I don't like doing too much talking because there's a lot of work to be done. And I want to say some of that work, I'm going to just say quickly in which that what we are doing, in which is suffering, because too much of us love to talk. But when it comes down to the practice, we're not really there to carry that out. And by the way, let me just heal up the old Black Panther madness and we've said for a long time as well. This year marks the 20th anniversary of our Saturday school. The Afro Week of Bantu Saturday school. 20 years. Now our school, if anybody came to our 20th anniversary, they would have seen what happens when we work with our young children. Malcolm X called the education system the killing field. But when we take charge of our children, we see the power that they represent. But it's not good enough for us to be talking about, oh, we must support the youth. We have to concretely support it. And we are suffer financially because we ain't getting funding from no government, because no government ain't gonna fund no program which is talking about uplifting our young people. And so the support is needed from people like you within our community. I'm also involved in a campaign called the London Campaign Against Police and State Violence. That campaign addresses the issue of the violation of our young people on the streets, about making them aware about their rights about stop and search, about making them know fundamentally it's not just about your rights, but when force comes to you, you need to be organized to respond to that force. Because the only thing, as Malcolm X says, power, respect is power. So when those police come to trouble you, you got to make them know you're prepared as a group to respond to that. And that's going to stop the harassment of you in the streets.
That's gang.
Yeah? Yesterday, I was involved as one of the founder members of a Deaths in Custody campaign. I don't have to tell you a lot about the wickedness that these people cook, that these people do amongst us. Some of you even see on camera, not just in America, but right here today. And yet when we come out 19 years later, how much of us is out there? Talk as chief, is it not? Reason why these beasts take advantage of us is because when it comes to us to represent ourselves, we don't have no talk. And that has got to change, and it's got to change through organization. We must talk, but we must also link it with action. And I want to talk about a little action coming up. Over a month ago, a woman, a sister, family in our community brought her child to school. This young man had dreadlocks. He's of the rest of faith. And the head teacher, after them bring him in at the school, decided that they're gonna exclude this youth from the school. We call a meeting, forgive me, Abdul Hakim Muhammad from the Nation of Islam must, number one, call a meeting Friday. That meeting was poorly represented. All of the various mansions of Rastafari. I couldn't say. We can't just say, yeah, Rastafari, you know. And when it comes to represent, we ain't there. It's not just a disrespect to Rastafari, it's a disrespect to the black community because they don't attack a Rasta if they knew our community was strong because they're part of us as a family. And so, me I telling you now, there's a call for action next week, Tuesday, 8 o'clock in the morning. Let me just hear, what time is it?
8 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
In the morning. So don't
What
tell us
time
that
is
night,
it? All right. Because me I'm telling you, you know, if we not sound serious, you know, discipline. There ain't no development without discipline. 100%. All right. So me I'm telling you the address. Because me feel so shame. You know how much people me send up on this like a WhatsApp group. It's like some kind of joke thing. People them just send WhatsApp. Numbers matters. All right? Numbers matters. So hear me now. And I'm telling you, me tired.
you talking about boots on ground, yeah?
Boots on
That's what I'm
ground.
gonna say. Boots
Right.
on ground, yeah?
And I'm
Not
telling
just a
you.
little group and
I'm-
send on bodies, people present there.
And I'm telling you, me tired. I went to the great Joseph Wales last night on Harry Sunday and then I just got to Marcus Garvey meeting today, but I heard that they had serious people in Hyde Park. So I say me have to come down. I'm a hope, sir. Me not get disappointed. So here the address for this place. It's the 31st of October. 8 o'clock till 2 p.m. Fulham Boys School. It's at Mond Street. W14 9LY. A call to action. I came here today, brothers and sisters, and I heard the great Respect Fire Bingi say that help you mighty people. This is the words of the Right Honorable Marcus Messiah Garvey. Marcus Garvey also said we need to organize or perish. And that's what's happening now because of our lack of organization. And I want to put a challenge out to people who are here today, including the organizers of this event here today, this gathering. I would like to meet up with people within 2 to 3 weeks in which we start talking about consolidating this organization. Because it's not everything you can speak about in public. It's not everything you can say. We got to see who is who. And even if we can't have that meeting, this work is carrying on anyway. We need your support, brothers and sisters. Let your word, right, be your bond. Africa for African, for those at home and abroad. Thank you.
I like. Give thanks. Yes, Leo knows that this is a very spiritual moment because Elder Mink is a big elder in the community. You understand? And a couple months back, we was at the Nation of Islam on a panel together. And I did tell him, say, yeah, I got to tell the story, Elder Mink. And I did tell him, say, yo, I told him that we can change the thing. What we need to do is get the warrior class together, and if we get 200 and we march down to the end, we can change this gang thing. You understand? And my Elder Minka, he questioned me, and it hurt my heart at the time. You understand? But at the same time, it's good because it made me go fast forward and steady on the ground. You understand? So for Elder Minka to come here and see what going on, I love that still. You understand? And to air his words. When my little brother with the locks, when that happened with my little brother with the locks, I was furious. Asked the man them. I said, let's march down there. I was gonna march down there already, but then I didn't want to mess with the family and you know affect the family wrongly. So I said, let me wait till someone contacts me from the family. You understand? So that's very good. one thing about this G Circle is, you know, because there's so many people, we're getting at least 100 people saying we should do this, we should do that, we should come here, we should do this. So what I say is, obviously this is a central place where everyone can promote their things. Obviously if you can't turn up to that, there's no problem. If you don't come to the G Circle, there's no problem. Because we know people have children, people have works, you understand? But anything that touches your heart, like for me, that thing touches my heart. I'm a Rasta youth as well. So man have to march for that one, you understand? But what the main thing about the G Circle is, I don't want us to lose the vision. The main focus is the youths in the gangs and reaching them youths in our numbers. That's the main focus. So as a group, that's the main focus, and we're not gonna let anything take us off of that. Because some people want to build a website, some people want to do the events, everyone wants to do different things. That's all good. But every organisation does these things already. Yeah? A mass of us actually go into our communities and engaging with our communities, that does not happen. Yeah? So that's the first thing that we have to mobilise for.
Guiding?
A new generation.
Guiding?
A new generation.
That's what it's about.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the details from Elder Minka. People add yourself to the WhatsApp group. You understand? And what we'll do is we'll promote the thing. And what's the date one more time, just before I say
31st.
31st.
And I want to say something in regards to the family. The mother and the son was at the meeting I mentioned earlier on. And it grieved me even more.
Let's keep this circle, guys.
Because we
Let's
was
keep the
not
circle,
there
please.
to give her that support. So the family is right behind this.
Give thanks, give thanks. That's all I needed to know. So obviously, you know we can rise up the troops for that one, cause we know we have, you understand. But yeah, what I would say now, yeah, I know it's going to be hard because everyone wants to get a lot out. But there's people over there that still haven't spoken.
It's nuts. We've not even gone round yet.
We ain't even gone round. We've
crazy.
Gone from here to here.
Give
You
thanks
understand?
for the turnout,
So
though.
let's get around, and then from there we can start doing a
So we do it
serious
choppy, yeah?
freestyle, where we
Please,
just-
respectfully, my brothers, yeah?
Everyone start chopping in.
Go on, my king. Go true, man.
Yeah.
Hello everyone.
Hello.
Guys, first of all, I want to say that I really have a heart for black people and I really love you guys. I'm being really honest.
Thank
I
you.
really love
Thank
black
you.
people.
Thank
And
you.
what I've been doing now, I mean, what I've been learned over the time. The problem with black people these days is there is no unity. And I believe black people, they need to have that unity. Like these days, I'm going to a church which we are helping gang members to leave the gang. A few weeks ago, I was in Parliament talking to
I told him to join this gang now instead.
I was in Parliament, and we are really trying to help young people to come out from the gangs. And I believe, I'm not a black person, and I'm doing that for black people. I don't know, maybe I am, I don't know. But if I'm doing that, I believe other people need to do that as well. But when I went there, I didn't see much people. So we can't just stay
At home.
out at home
Yeah,
and
yeah.
expect things to change.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So,
And I think the biggest thing for all you black people watching is he's saying, I'm not black and I'm here. That's what he's saying. Wow. Wow. I'm
So-
not black and I'm here.
so I believe. Look, let me share something with you guys. Yeah.
Snappy though, my brother.
Yeah. Quick thing.
Yeah,
Yeah. When you look at the nation of Jews, yeah, they are the smallest nation of the world, but they own the biggest income of the world.
Talking some real talks though.
Yeah. But what? Look, there are 2 billion Christians in the world. I'm a Christian myself, and I admit that we are the poorest people. Yeah. But why is that? Because it hasn't. Bro, let me finish, please. But the thing is, there is no unity going on. But when you go to a Jewish people, you see how unity they are. You can't find a poor Jew begging on the floor. You know what I mean? Because they all are together. And I believe when black people come together, shake hands, and they start to change their life and change others, they can make big impact on their life.
I respect that. Thank you, my brother, yeah? Thank you.
Yo, one thing, yeah, because someone gave me thanks, respect. Don't thank respect here, because I've been coming to this park and debating for time. You understand? And I could be in this circle just talking to myself on this camera right now. You understand? But it's not, and without Jedi, you understand, because it's me and Jedi. that was debating and said, yo, Ras and Gorilla and 1, 2 others in the G circle that said, the original Gs that said, yo, we need to create a circle and regulate our thing in that park, you know. And it was actually to regulate our debates. But then we realised there's no productivity in the debates, really. You understand? So let's just regulate it so we all get a voice. You understand?
Basically, it started from when I had to push my man, and I had to push a man, and then I realised, whoa, this is a thing where people are encroaching on our space, and they're subverting and diverting our narratives, and then I'm coming home and I'm watching it, and I'm saying, rah, fam, I got Muslim bridges. I come out here talking about Islam all the time. No disrespect to anyone, whatever your faith is, but that's not what I want to really talk about. I want to talk about
going to divide us.
Revolutionary acts.
If it was reasoning and it's bringing us closer together as brothers, then we can reason about spirituality all day. But when we're reasoning about spirituality and it's just dividing me and my brother, what worse is my spirituality now?
I need to remember that quote. I keep trying to quote it and I can't remember it. And it says, you can bring your God and bring your, what is it? Is it bring your God and bring your gun, or bring your God and bring your bullets? Whatever it means is, when you come to the battlefield, you bring your faith, and you bring whatever you're gonna do to defend yourself in real life right now as well. So you're dealing with, you got spiritually and physically, you have your weapons. And make sure that you're here to fight a war, because it's a war being waged against us. You get me? And there's many ways to fight a war, so I'm not just talking about violence or physical, rare, but you have to use your intellect. Enough man, bad man, are using their intellect and their cleverness to kill themselves and kill everyone around them, to manipulate each other into badness and destruction. But let's just...
So basically, what I was saying is, man, if you're going to make a sound, you have to make it for Jedi, Mike, you get me, Rico, S, you understand, all the original Gs, Leon, content over everything, they come with their camera. He's got people telling him, can you not film the G Circle anymore? Can you stop doing the G Circle, please, C.O.E? Please go on YouTube now and type those recent comments and you'll see it. So the hate is real. The hate is real. So what I'm saying is we've got to make a noise for C.O.E. Gang. Before you even make a noise, this is a big one. See this brother here, he comes just like in front of you just to come. He just came, he's my brethren. He just come. And you know he came, and every time he helps my man with the mic.
Real life.
Every time he helps my man with the mic. No one asks him, he just says, yo, you need help, and bum, he does it. He comes here, and he doesn't have to do it. You understand? So these are the people we have to make a noise for. And we have to make a noise for every single one of you that woke up this morning and said you're gonna come down to cold winter Hyde Park and stand in a G circle with your people. Make some noise! That was dead. We're not dead people. If we got a revolution inside us, no.
Lead them in the chant.
All right. We're gonna make some noise after the chant. G Circle!
Gang!
G Circle!
G Circle!
G Circle!
G Circle!
Guiding!
A new generation!
A new generation!
Gang!
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 And now we're gonna make a noise that they're gonna hear in our Buckingham Palace.
In a Buckingham Palace.
Make them hear it in a Buckingham Palace. On 1, on 2, on 3. Make some
Alright, I'll be back in the queue. Please, let's keep this quick, yeah?
Everybody, I is an artist, my name is Cryptic, you see me, I praise Selassie, I the first, King of Kings, Lord of Lords, conquering Lion of the tribe of Judah. Let me just give you something off my new CD which me have upon me. It's like, in these treacherous times we must pray. Burn them evil devices, cast the devil away. Never go astray from your mission for the Father. Every single day the wicked fight, so we fight harder. When they bite, we could bite sharper, but instead Rastafari heal, then it's fire after. Spider Gang, not on your Instagram, jumped in the sea with the iPhone and Crippy swam. Its waters conduct electricity, so when the next wave hits the shore jar, we'll know it's me. Then as it crashes and sprinkles on the rocks, I'll come back 10 years later and pick one of them up. Then hand it down to my legacy and explain how energy works. And the most powerful elements on this planet all come from the earth. That's powers, facts, church.
Hey, thank you, my brother.
Yo, anyone else that's got bars, yo? Anyone that's got bars, we got a G Cypher after this. Don't watch that.
Who's in?
Yeah,
Come on, man. Say something.
Yeah. Basically, my name's Uhuru. Can everyone hear me? Yeah. Good. Basically, I'm glad you gave me enough time to think about something to talk about. And I want to talk about dirty, stinking Babylon. How they have been putting stuff in our minds from when we were very young, when we were children. We are watching these cartoons and they are selling us consumerism. They are selling us false prophecies and we are just children. We are so susceptible. When you watch adverts, they are basically telling you into consumers. You understand, when you grow up and you watch films, you watch movies, this is changing your brain chemistry. When you see a man holding a gun and he's bang, it's changing your brain chemistry. You're getting positive confirmation from negative actions. It's even affecting our females. When you look at the music industry, it's portraying women as concubines, as whores. It's setting unrealistic expectations for women to look at each other and turn each other into enemies. We have to be conscious. We have to teach our kids. Now, I'm talking about balance. Once you understand it, once you understand this, you can give balance to your youth. You understand what I'm saying? Give balance to your youth.
That's right.
So the main thing is, we have to realize this is happening. We have to realize this is going on. We have to educate. The main thing is, remember, we are creators. We have to spiritually and mentally repatriate. We have to understand our true purpose is not what Babylon has defined us as. Therefore, as spiritual, we have to repatriate back to Africa. I would like to just leave you with a quote from 1930 by a book that was called Brave New World by Aldous Huxley. And the reason why this is so profound and important is because it was written in 1930. Listen to the words. It says, as a political and economic freedom diminishes, sexual freedom tends compensating to increase. You understand that? As political and economic freedom diminishes, sexual freedom tends compensating to increase. In conjunction with the freedom to daydream under the influence of dope and movies and the radio, it will help to reconcile subjects to servitude, with which is their fate. This is exactly what is happening to us. So we need to elevate ourselves from Babylon and spiritually repatriate, and I'm out.
All right, where are we? Who's speaking next? Huh? Yeah, you're here, you're good. Bring some light over here. Why is everyone scattering?
Yeah, basically it's my first time in the G circle.
Yes, my brother.
And I've been listening to other people. I think, you know, this is oneness. This is oneness, yeah, and this is good. It's positive energy. Do you understand? You're keeping that balance. And one thing I would say is that
can we have those down in the circle?
Yeah, there's one thing I would say is that the G circle is good. Right now, every Sunday, I think we should bring it to different communities.
Yeah,
like we need to do it South Kilburn, Brixton,
right.
Peckham.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Croydon.
That's right.
Do you understand? And you know, bring that positive energy over there as well.
All right.
And that's the real oneness there. Because what it is that all this our community at the moment. Outside cultures are coming in, you know, like this. I was reading a memoir, and we've got black American brothers here. Richard Nixon, in the 70s, he brought drugs into the black neighborhood to criminalize black people and black leaders.
And that's fact.
And that is fact.
And that's fact.
And they
Did you hear
doing
what
that.
He just said, in the 70s, people brought drugs into our communities to criminalize our youth. So when we talk about the youth selling drugs, this is what I always tell people. Don't tell me about the little youth that's selling the £10 jar. Tell me about the distributors and the manufacturers. None of them don't look like me.
Exactly. And they doing that shit in the UK as well, bro. They're bringing that shit here. You understand? So the best strength, if we come together as community.
Come on.
Yeah? And strengthen ourselves as community.
All right.
The powers will come.
All right.
Do you understand? That's all I've got to say. You understand, man?
Gang. A new generation. A new generation.
Yeah. My name is Junior. I was born in Jamaica when I was born in Jamaica and I came here when I was 10 years old. So where I'm from, they call it Gully.
so I know about
Gully
being
side
down
you come
there, the
from.
gully, yeah.
A gully side you come from. The
Definitely.
Gaza miss it.
Yeah, fair enough, but I've known that. But that's what I'm saying. So when I came here now, like again, it was a bit different. It wasn't like, you know, secluded, being like in a prison, because England is like a prison. So obviously being young at 10 years old, I already knew everything. I was on the road since like 8 years old, all of those things. Knew how to cook since 8 years old. This is real life when you come from these places, yeah? And like when I'm here now, like I'm seeing the youth, them, or even elder, like they are still learning these things. Like they haven't been on roads from their babies and that. So I'm thinking, I'm seeing all these, you know, gang activities going on. I'm like, wow, like, rare, you're like 10 years behind, because that's where I come from. I seen everything, all of those things, and I was like, okay, so how can I, you know, with my brain, what I've seen already, you know, be a better input in society. So, you know, I was over here, like I say, I see all of the gang members, guns, all of those things. These things are just like every day. I even know, like I'm saying, police putting guns in different communities. Like you could, because I'm saying, I travel the whole of, you know, London, for instance, England, and like on some areas, say for instance, Northwest, like every summer, like a youth could have found a gun in the bush. Simple, yeah. So it's normal things, and I was like, wow, what's going on? And I was like, after those things, I'm like hearing like so many of my brethren, they go in prison, dying, and all these things. And I was like, wow. Like I said, allow all this, let me go to university. So I just said, okay, I leave. I left London, went to Southampton University. And when I went to university, the wonderful thing about it, like there was so many different youths from around London. You get me? They were from Peckham, but we all came together. Like, it's weird. It's like we all came together on a university thing. Like, they never seen this before out of London. So I was like, wow, this is definitely making a change, because all these youths are bright. You know, they come from the same area, crimes and those things, but they go out the area and we still can link up. It's like there's no one that care like which area they're from. Like at university, we all get together. I was in university now, like you're saying, like basically these professors, yeah, and all these things, this is what they told me, like white individuals say, listen, you could either work every day just to survive the next day, or plan and then you live your life. So that came to me like, wow, like white guy saying that to me, okay, I'm gonna take that. So I took that, and another one, they said, I'm in university, a professor said, yeah, the best individual that get the best marks is when they research. So I said, okay, I'm gonna take that, that's a good thing. So when you research, that means you know everything about yourself, yeah? And this is what they have in the university. So after that, okay, like I said, let me do my thing, and I started researching about England and how England is, yeah? And in England, like it's a military base. Like a lot of people don't know about it, yeah? And this is what like we're getting confused about. The reason why there's gun killings and that, because it's a military action going on all the time. Since throughout the times, it's not gonna change. So it's just that each individual, if they're in a different mindset, like again the elders, they have to go out military-wise, like go to the parliament. Like if you're not gonna like help the youth or be scared of the youth because it's dangerous, you know. Yeah. So if you're not gonna help the youth, like use that military mentality and go into the parliament. And I'm again, the last thing, yeah. I'm a researcher, so when it comes to the laws, you get me, that when things really get on top, like I'm able to do my input, and that's me, yeah.
No. Gang. We're getting round. I'm just going to remind everyone, can we get round the circle? And then I'm telling you, we're going to have a nice freestyle circle after that. So everyone has got something extra to add on top of it.
Yeah, they can just fling that in. Yeah. All right, so the question, remember the question is, why are you here? In one way, shape, or form?
Oh, why am I? Oh, okay. Well,
you had something else to say?
No, because I didn't know what I'm going to say. Cool. But I'm only here because now something positive was happening here. Like I said, I used to come here, and then I stopped coming, and now because of the gang circle, I've come here and it's something positive. And also, I want to be a good role model to the young ladies, and you know, not only because there's a lot of girls out there who are in gang, innit? Like I always say as well, I was this close. I'm surprised I'm not dead. I'm not in prison. I'm so happy I'm not. You know what I mean? And I'm a mother to a young 5-year-old boy. I've gone back to university. I've started back, doing business and creative industries. You know, so I have to be a role model to my son and for the young ladies. Because you know what? Don't follow, or you don't have to come on. Like I want to be a good role model to you guys.
Tell the sisters,
you know, come down here. We do need more sisters. Hyde Park, guide the new generation, and that's what I want to say.
Gang.
You man run the world still.
While we're in this section, any of you lot want to say some stuff?
I'll go with the flow. Not right now. It has to come from the spirit and soul, you see.
I hear you.
Yeah.
Anyone?
I haven't got much to say, but it's similar to what Honey Farah said. I come here when I can, but it's a good thing that you guys are doing here, and I just came down to show my face to try and encourage other girls, especially my age, like 19, 20, to come down and show their face and hear things that you don't get to hear in the media, you don't get to hear at school, and you might not even hear at home. So yeah, that's why I'm
Big up yourself. Big up the lioness. Gang. Guiding. A new generation. G.A.N.G. Military shit.
Yeah. Basically, the reason that I'm here is just simply because my soul brought me here. The Most High brought me here. For real.
Right, the
It was
spiritual
one of them.
brother.
No, it was one of them ones where I was just drawn here. I needed to be here. Weeks before, I needed a circle like this. I wanted it, and I've always wanted something like this. So I'm here. Strength. As soon as I stepped in the circle, it's It's like everyone. That's how it is.
We all wanted something where our voices were heard, and we all created it. You understand? Carry on, brother.
No, that's exactly like that. People say exactly how I feel in different ways, different shapes and forms. So that is, them feelings there. And like when I'm here in a circle, I wish we could all just like be here every single day doing something, this, that, and the other, one big building or something like that. So
Don't worry,
soon come alive.
Sooner than you think, bro.
So soon it's gonna be like miles down the road of just people. You get me? Alive, miles down the road. Or a big, yeah. Or we'll be in the sun real too. We'll be in the sun really rather than the cold back home. But yeah, just one love to everybody. Give thanks to everyone that created this, and let's keep it going, keep building, keep inviting people down, all that love.
I'm here because I want to see the socio and economic advancement of my people.
Socio-economic advancement of my people, for those that can't hear.
Yeah, the socio and economic advancement of my people. Going back to the example of the brother with the dreads and he's getting discriminated at school. I mean, I love what's going on here, but my people, we need to be practical. Like, I'll touch upon this later, but like, I don't even know if there's a lawyer involved, if we're making a claim against the school. This is what we need to be doing. It's all good and well going and marching and all of that, and no disrespect to that, because I would even turn up, but what are we doing other than that? Because marching is only going to do so much. Are we intending on, taking the school to court? Are we trying to file some kind of claim against them? Like, what are we trying to do in order to prevent that kind of behavior and that kind of injustice from happening?
All right.
So what I'm trying to say to people is that, once again, socio and economic advancement. We need to get in a position where we are less reliant on the system, and we have our own. We have our own restaurants. It's not a thing where we go to a restaurant and for 1 week or 1 month or 1 year it's open.
Volume, please, my brother.
Yeah, for 1 week or for 1 year it's open. Then after that it's closed. Like, I'm sure everybody here has a skill or has a trade or knows something that somebody else can't do. Go to your own carpenter, go to the electrician, go to the lawyer, go to the plumber, and this is how we need to work as a unit in order to uplift ourselves, because we keep on going outside. The money is going outside of the community. It's not benefiting the community. The thing is, we all have the money and we go to Top Man. I'm not saying you can't buy stuff from Top Man or you can't buy stuff from Next. I do it. But what about investing in the brother who's got his corner shop so that he can compete with his counterparts in the same industry? And that's what we need to be doing. So that's my bit.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Solid.
I really like that thing. It's saying solid.
Yeah, my name is Supersonic Ashley Flash. And what I want to say is
guiding
a new generation.
Guiding
a new generation.
Guiding
a new generation.
G.A.N.G.
G.A.N.G. Right. What's fantastic about this is it was started with the youth. And the revolution, it will be driven by the youth. And this is the truth. Now, but it's what is the mind of the youth. So when you got a youth like Raspek formulating this, and the understanding of this thing here is dealing with the youth, isn't it? So us coming together, and it's growing like week by week. Everybody's watching it out there. Now, this is getting into the gangs. This ain't no trying to get some funding from the council so we can have an office and then we're gonna do that. They're doing it already before it was called gang. Before it was called gang, it was already being done. Now, I wanna say something. Did you know, it's a fact, you can tell me if I'm wrong, that everybody is getting to it's at the point that everybody knows somebody who's been affected by cancer. Would you agree? Can I hear some noise?
Yeah, you're right.
Would you agree?
That's right.
Can I walk? Can I walk?
Yeah, man.
Right. Now, just
Yeah, let's
understand
go.
that.
Yo,
circle, come on.
Let's
get a circle.
Let's get some order. 1 minute.
Fist to
fist. Fist to fist. Let's get our fist to fist. Oh, that's the power. Let's get the electricity back.
No, the fist is
get
power.
Yeah, it's
and they
order.
got to push on it. They got to push on it. A little tension on it.
Quick order.
Yes.
Lions.
Yeah.
Quick order.
Lions.
That's it.
Not no worms in her. It's not a bucket of worms in her. It's a pride of lions.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah, so the cameraman's got his space to go around.
Good.
Yeah, that's
Go
it.
through again.
Right now,
I missed that.
we got a circle.
Yeah, man.
So I'm gonna say, rise up, you mighty people. Then you're gonna say it, yeah. Rise up, you mighty people.
Rise up, you mighty people.
Rise up, cause some people are saying the copy. Rise up, you mighty people!
Rise up, you mighty people!
And accomplish what you will!
Accomplish what you will!
Rise up, you mighty people!
Rise up, you mighty people!
And accomplish what you will!
And accomplish what you will!
This one's big. Rise up, you mighty people!
Rise up, you mighty people!
And accomplish what you will!
And accomplish what you will!
Gang!
Gang!
Oh, that was lovely.
That kind of energy.
Let's try to keep this, yeah?
That kind of energizes. I love the chant, you know. Yeah. So where was I? So we're at the point now where we know somebody who's affected us personally by cancer, yeah? In many cases, like in my life, probably 5, 6, 7, 8. For my cousin Pauline. Right,
Can
true.
you not hear, yeah?
Now, this is what's the sad point of what I'm about to say. Can you hear me over there? Yeah. Right, this is what the sad thing that I'm about to say. Because you understood what I just said about the cancer, yeah? Yeah. Right, now we are getting to the point where we're starting to know at least one youth that's been stabbed or killed. How about that? Cancer's bad, but that's worse. It's getting to the point.
Oh, bust through that way.
I like to, because I can't stand one place. So.
Yeah, man.
Is it all right?
Yeah, bust
sure?
Yeah, fam.
Are you guys all right?
Yeah.
You're the real gorillas, you know.
Just
There's chimpanzees out there, you know. This is cold time. And not everybody's got a big coat on. You understand? Guiding
a new generation.
Guiding
a new generation.
Guiding
a new generation.
This is the real thing. So this is where we're at now. We're at a point where we are starting to know youths who have died personally. My brethren's son dead the other day. Jermaine Goople. My next brethren, Leslie, his son. That's me personally. Come on. So this thing called gang, hear what it's doing that's different from all other organizations. It's doing it for the loves and not the likes, as Chronics would say.
Come on.
And this can only happen with love. This started with a conversation of 3 or 4 of us. And then look where it's manifested to. Yes? Because man's getting drawn out on things that don't need to be debated. The deaths that are happening in our community is something to be debated on.
Yeah.
The upliftment of our economy is something to be debated on, like what that brother said, them fancy words. What's his name?
Socio-economic development of the community.
Where is he?
He's chatting there still.
Yeah, that's real stuff.
Yeah.
So no youth really wants to get up in the morning and say, I'm going to be in a gang and I may juke up someone and kill them. It's how they've been grown, that environment that lets them think that way. Because how can life be worth so much as nothing like that to a youth? So my thing for the group is this. We are at a point where we are starting to know somebody, a youth that has been killed. That's how bad it is. So my thing is this. This thing here has started off in the right way and it's growing organically. We not beg friend, we not beg likes, and people are gonna say hate on it. But I wouldn't say it's hate. It's not hate. So don't please, what we got to say, no, I'm not even disrespecting them. Because listen, it's not hate. What it is order. Now they're not used to us blacks having order. Do you understand? So it's new to them. It's not hate, it's new. When you've seen something for the first time and you're unsure, you don't just jump in. So that's how they're dealing with it. But what they're going to see when it comes to time is the lives that are going to be saved and turned around. And then they become the fans. So leave them. Don't spread. I've seen what's happening on the comments. We don't need no one defending us on comments behind keyboards. Yeah?
That's what we're right.
No,
You want to defend us? Find a way to come down here.
You want to defend us? Just come, and anything that you can do, it's here. It's here. This is new. This is a seed that Rasbek has planted, and now it's starting to spring. Now, this is something that I want to touch on, like what my brother over there. What's your name, brother?
Wilton.
Who? Wilton. What he said that is very important. I'm just going to hit you over a couple of facts, yeah? Now, any culture that does not control nor own, can I walk around here? Yeah. Control or own the commodities of that community or culture, then you are subservient to somebody else who has the control and the power of those commodities. Okay. Do you understand that? Now, if you don't understand it, you got to tell me, yeah? Because I'm a man like this, I don't understand something the first time. I've got to lick my head on the wall 10 times. And then that's when it starts to sink in. Another man, it might have sunk in after he licked it the first time. I'm not that guy. Yeah? So, this is what it is. Why are we the ones that do not own nor control the commodities of our culture? That is the question to ask. Don't say we don't do this and we don't do that, because we're here in the cold. So we do that.
Do that.
Do you understand what I'm saying to you? So we got to stop using these words that are self-fulfilling prophecy. Us blacks got to come together. No, shut up. We are already together. So don't say these words. They have to be released from us. So what happens is, you got to ask yourself, but why don't we own the commodity? Do you know what commodities of our community and culture? I'm talking about obviously hair, nails,
even the
butchery,
even the music,
that's meat.
arts, even the arts.
It's cool now, right? Right. I'm talking about hair products. I'm talking about barbershops. I'm talking about trainers. The things that we need. Now, you know, I'm just going to touch on one point. There's a commodity that we don't own, and that is the butchery. The black community, we eat meat. Okay. Now, what it is now, there's been a thing that's going around. You're not going to shout at me now. But just hear me to my entirety, please. Yeah? And I know Raven will probably understand what I'm saying. Right? Now, I'm going to say something, but don't jump at me. Now, this is what it is. There was things going around about tropical sun. Yeah? That they've taken over. Yeah? And they've taken over, taking liberties and all of that. Okay? And boycott them and all these things. And I'm Marcus Garvey's world's greatest #1 fan, so I'm not saying this lightly, right? Now, of course they're gonna do it. Why are they gonna do it? Because we're not doing it. So why are you gonna fight tropical sun? So all these people who are saying tropical sun, bun this, bun that, why don't we form a company that does that? Or if there's one already out there, let's help build them. So how are you going to build them? They're going to need investment. So don't disrespect tropical sun if you're not about changing that paradigm of us being the consumers. The consumers. So this is the fact of the matter. And this is, I'm not just saying this, I'm saying this with a plan. This is the plan. The Indian man controls that market. Do you agree? And this ain't hating on nobody. What they're doing is business. You understand what I'm saying, Jedi? So what I'm saying is, but we have no control. They don't put the amount of money. You see, if like, I'm a gas man, yeah, I'm a plumber. You see, if you're giving me a lot of customers a year time, yeah, I've got to say, Jedi, respect, hold this. Do you agree?
Yes.
Right, so the amount of money, and I'm going to give you some facts after this, the amount of money that they're making out of our community, making out of community, yeah, is millions. Just let me finish on this point.
Because you can come back in afterwards as well. No.
Now, let me finish this point there, yeah, right. So the meat market, I'm just going to use butchery. There's just one point and I'll leave it, yeah. Now, the butchers, the most money that they make is from the West Indian takeaways, okay? Now, I'm giving you real facts here now, they've told me. So the money that they spend on meat ranges per week, ranges from £800 to £5,000 a week on meat. This is one shop, yeah? Now, when you add that up, let's just go middle of the road, £2 a week, that's £8 a week, £8 a month, that's 96 grand a year from one West Indian restaurant and one butcher, okay? Now, you can see there, that should be a franchise. That's a commodity that we should own. So there's butchers out there that should come together and then they set it up proper. It looks like Tesco's when you go in there, and butcher. And they have to buy our meat because the meat that we have, we will support. Because black people, don't get it twisted, we support good. So if somebody was to set up that franchise for butchery, first of all, we start off with butchery. The meat, you can have halal meat if you want, and normal meat. But how those butchers are set up, they're just known. You could call it gang butchers for all I care.
And we get all the vegans. We get all the vegans to work.
So then let me finish on this point.
I'll get involved.
So what be working that?
What I'm saying to the point is,
I'll get involved with the ITAL part.
We must start to own, and the guide in the new generation is the philosophies of everything. And upliftment. So any you out there or anybody, they know that it's a recession-proof product. Our commodities is recession-proof, and they know that, and they're living off it. Even though you see them with the old bata van, don't watch that. That's to make us feel good. Yeah. So it's about
make some noise for Ashley Fly.
Gang.
I done it again. Oh shit. Flashbacks. I done it again. That's it. But we let him go on that long car. He actually did originate the G circle still. He came up with the idea, conceptualized it. So we had to let him go on. You get me? You know the uncle that? Yeah, but he's good. And that's information. He's gonna come back round.
He's gonna come back round. When we come back round, everyone who's been cut off, I'm so sorry. It burns my heart to cut people. But all I want to do is I want us to get around.
Who remembers where we are?
Because if you listen everyone. Listen, we started this about an hour and something ago, and we started over there, and we still haven't reached back to where we started.
No.
Next week, what we're gonna try to do is try to actually get round.
In an hour. Then we can freestyle.
And then boom, we freestyle, and then man can...
What's that?
And then the sermon...
Yeah, he's coming.
Yo. Gang! G-Circle!
Come on.
What's going on, family, man?
Yeah.
Hope you all blessed, man. I had to come here, man. I felt the energy from 200 miles away. From Leeds, fam. I felt the energy from Leeds,
Gang! Come on, gang!
200 miles away, man. All you man were just speaking truth. Real recognize real, don't it? Come on, man. I had to bring my uncle here. I had to bring more people here.
Come on.
You know? Right here, this is unity, man. Right, this circle is unity, fam. This is what we need in our community. Because I'm gonna tell you straight. There's a lot of black. I'm gonna tell you straight. There's a lot of black, but there ain't enough power. There's a lot of black, but there ain't enough power.
What? Power.
Say, there's a lot of black, but there's not enough power. See, we dominate this planet. In Africa, in the US, fam, this country as well. Demon land. It's named after angels, but really it's demons. But yeah, you know, So it's, but you know, we have to unite, man. We have to come together as collective. When I go West Green Road, man, it's the Asians that own it. It's not us.
Come on.
You know, what are we doing, man? Just at home watching EastEnders, blood. It's on foolishness, on foolish
Come on.
thing.
Tell them what
You know what
C.O.E.
I'm saying?
Tell them Bun BBC and we're doing
Straight,
C.O.E.
blood.
C.O.E,
fam, that's what it's all about.
Come on.
Straight, man.
The Bentley fund,
You
the
man
Bentley
know,
fund.
you know, when I'm in here, normally I'm an African. But when I'm in this circle here, I'm an Alpha African. Man, it's like a saying. You know, Dragon Ball Z and that. Man's now is an Alpha African fam.
Hey.
That's a saying.
I'm ready. Fam, straight.
Come here. He's talking
Then
about
now.
spirit bombs.
Come on.
You know, for the circle.
Straight,
Man,
man.
spirit bomb.
I dare
Freeze
you
are
to
dead
end
now.
it.
Freeze are dead now. Kind of cold in the freeze in his hair, and we can't feel it. Kind of fire inside. Freeze are dead out for the spirit bomb. Dragon Ball Z. Come on, guys.
Anyway, I had to end this. Well, I'm not ending it, but you know.
You know why? You know why you have to speak, brother? Yeah, because this is about what? Guiding.
New generation.
Guiding. Guiding. And you're the new generation.
No.
You're the new generation. This platform's here for your voice.
Because I'm gonna tell you straight, man. I'm gonna tell you straight. It was brothers. It was niggas in the hood that robbed me, fam. It was my own people, blood. Tell this man had to flip in. All you had to comfort me, fam. I was in the state, blood. Because it was man in my own neighborhood walking through either road, getting my chain robbed. But it was a cross, fam. So that was a chain that shackled me. It was a cross. I had to start wearing But I ain't gonna wear Uggs yet because I'm not a vegan. I'm not a vegan yet, so I'm not gonna wear Uggs until I'm a vegan still. Yeah, man. Yes, I feel the energy. I love the vibrations. Man's levitating, fam. I'm levitating. I see respect and respect. Come on, man. It's powerful, man. It's powerful. It's what we need, man. Anyway, but yeah, it's what we need. Is unity, fam. And let's stop ignoring each other on the street, man. Acknowledge me, fam. Acknowledge me. I'm a god, fam. You're a god. We're from the creator, blood. Original man. Like the Nation of Islam saying.
My God, too much fire.
And I want you to take this with you, man. Don't just share, man. Because when you get out of the circle, I want you to take the energy with you and spread it, man. Because the fire needs to spread. Straight, blood. The RBG fire. The red, black, and green. The red, gold, and green.
Come on.
We need the wealth. We need the blood. All of that. Straight.
Fire.
Straight. So when you see a brother on the street, man, you can see him on the street. Be like, yes, brother. Yes, sister. It's good to see you. Straight. Yes, sister. You're looking great today. Yes, brother. Acknowledge them, man. Come on. It's little things like that that make a big difference. You know, how can we build a nation if we don't talk to each other?
Come on.
You know what I'm saying?
Economics.
Initiation, man. That's what it's all about. We need to rise, fam. But I'm just gonna, take this down with a little scripture, fam. Two back of my Shakur, man.
Them hadith stay, you know. Them Machiavelli hadith stay, you know. Alright,
He was talking about planting seeds to the unborn children. I guess I'm one of them. There's probably more of them in this here, but come on, man.
We're all here.
You know, it's a script from one of his songs, man. Something to die for. Straight, man. So all you brothers out there, you know, when I say all you brothers, you got the cracker crumbles when I say all you brothers. Unite!
Gang, unite!
One brother, teach two brothers, 4 brothers, teach more brothers. All the poor brothers, the man locked up in pen brothers, the rich brothers, then the strong brothers. Unite! It's more hush than it is for them, fam. Look around, fam. Check your strength. Check your strength, man. Come on, man. I'll tell you straight, man. So, all the, I ain't even finished it. All the Christian brothers, the Muslim brothers, the Hebrew brothers, man, unite, man. Come on.
That's right.
Unite.
That's right.
Africa. The Nation of Islam brothers, the RBG brothers, the Moorish brothers, man. The whole of the conscious community, fam. Unite, lads. Bloods and Crips, unite. All the man in the gang, them, unite, fam.
Unite.
Who gives a fuck about what happens, fam? 2 years ago, man. Move on, man. It's all about moving forward. You know, so the universe moves forward.
You know what?
Move forward, fam. Straight.
Speak, young lion.
The American brothers, the Jamaican brothers, man. You're African. Stop, Jamaican brothers. Stop saying you're not African blood. Come on, man. Keep it real. You know what Peter Tosh says, man? No matter where you come from, if you're a black man, you're an African man. Straight.
Love.
All the Africans children across the globe, man. Unite. The time is now. It couldn't be any narrower, man. Age of Aquarius is upon us, man. Now, man.
Wake up, three. Come on.
Listen, and I'm gonna tell you straight. That's something to die for.
You know what's mad, yeah?
Hold on.
You just said the age of Aquarius. When you came on, I was going to introduce you, yeah, as the water bearer because he brought everyone water. Yeah? And I said,
Gang. Yo, like,
Hold on. I wasn't finished.
Come.
Alright, unity, man. That's something to die for. But at the same time, that's something to live for. Our children, for our babies, man. Up in the ghetto, man. Let's make it Kemet again. Talk about flipping what was. It's time to what? It's time to make what is, man. We need to rebuild. All we got is each other.
That's right.
Because it's us that's kids. Because it ain't that. Because you know I'm gonna make another Tupac quote. White man's world, fam. It ain't them that's killing us. It's us. It ain't them that's knocking us off. It's us, lad. Come on, man.
Hands all in. Hands all in.
Black unity. Power to my people.
Yeah, you listening? 1 minute. Let's get a fist to fist. Let's hear him out.
Liga Stravante, man. Representing, respect my 20 up in Leeds, fam. Representing all the African children, but check out my business in Leeds, man. Respect my 20. I'm out here for you, Ayo. Come on, man. Come on, man. So yes, family. Time is now. The time is now, man. Come on. Time is now, man.
Yo, let's get the order.
Let's get a fist to fist. Let's get the circle back.
Alright, check it.
Fist to fist. 1 minute. 1 minute. You 1 minute. Let you speak. Let's get everyone listening. Fist to fist. Fist to fist. Fist to fist.
Energy, man.
What? No, what are you saying? Fist to fist. Fist to fist. Fist to fist. Fist to fist.
Guided.
A new generation. A new generation.
Gang.
Yeah, man.
Finish up.
I don't want y'all to lift me up in the pedestal, man, because you're one, man.
You're representing the good. You're all right.
I know, man, but we was one. That's why I liked what you were saying last week, man, about, don't put me in a pedestal. Just keep it real. But I just want you to know, yeah, and as what I said, fam, I ain't going to save you, man. I got to save self. You are savior of self, man. You are the savior of self. S-O-S.
Where you come from, fam? Where they find you? You hear him?
That's the water bearer.
Fam.
Age of Aquarius.
Niggas.
Say that about self again,
Vibration was
please.
sent out.
I'm the savior of self. I ain't gonna save you. As much as they talk about me being the black messiah and all of that. I ain't gonna save you. I have to save myself, man. We have to save each other. You have to save yourself, man. Come on. Yeah, man. Had to let that out, man.
Let me tell you something about this little brother here, yeah? Yeah, let's make some noise for the little brother. Let's make a louder. 1 minute, we're gonna make a loud sound. And let me say something to this little brother here, yeah? So man know, yeah? Because I'm telling this little brother, you got OGs from all over the UK, yeah? That I got your back 1 million.
That's why we
don't know what 100 is. We don't know what 100 is. There's not a young G in the UK that has got the powers and protection that you've got, guys. Real brotherly love, sisterly love that we're dealing with. Yeah, we're guided, and this is why, and there's going to be much more of man that. You know what, my man just made the new chant, and he didn't even know it. Yeah, because from the thing, obviously we couldn't get the gang name, so we got Gang Unite. My voice is going. That's how much this youth made me chant. My voice is gone. You know what I'm saying? But but what we could get is Gang Unite, yeah? So we're gonna chant that together. Cause that's what I feel like he brought to the thing. Unite. No matter what you're saying, unite. Cause at the end of the day, right now, do you know the religion of the person next to you? No. Do you know who their wife? No. Do you know their politics? No. But one thing you do know is that they're willing to guide a new generation. Yes. That's one thing you do know. Yeah? So let's say Gang Unite together, yeah? I'll say gang, you say unite. Gang! Unite! Gang! Unite! Gang! Unite! Come on. Yes, my little brother. Come on. So I want to say to this little brother, I just want you to know, I just want all my little brothers, I want all my little brothers out there to know, yeah? That come in just like our little brother here. Because you got some big brothers that are waiting to show you real gang love. Yeah?
Come on, real talk, bro.
But let's send it round.
Yeah. I don't say it.
Yeah, let's send it round and then bring him back in. Yeah. Let's just finish the circle. And then what we're gonna
too far. Come over this way. Rush. We're too far. Come back in the business. We're too far.
Come on. Can we move the circle so the camera is in the central?
Alright, the camera
is in the middle. Alright, so what? We move this side down.
Yo!
Alright, fist to fist.
This is the problem.
Fist to fist, and then we'll move.
I have to move like ants now, yeah?
Fist to fist. Fist to fist, and then we'll move.
You got it?
Yeah. So
you look connected?
Where do you want us to move, Leon?
Yeah. Come and move.
So we're moving to the left. Are we good now?
Yeah, you look come in a little piece. You look come in. You look one step forward. Now what kind of pigeon step is that? Step forward.
Take that manly step.
Yeah. All right, this is it. We're good. We're good. Go now.
Oh, look at this beauty. Look how we just do a fist to fist and get alignment. Yeah.
That's it.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Oh, this is beautiful, man.
Guiding the new generation.
Strength
and love.
My people, man. You lot know anyway.
There you go.
Mad love. Yeah. So where was we in the circle?
This one here.
No, on the James, bro.